Welcome to day 2. So I just kind of want to give you an overview if you were absent of what we did on day 2. So one of the things is we're going to look at Zoom. So we're going to take a quick look at our Zoom here and what it looks like. And I only have one that here that is just me trying to get into here. So this is what it starts like when you go to a meeting. And you can say join meeting is where you're going to go, and then you're going to enter in the ID I gave you, and then you can go ahead and join your meeting. So let me go ahead and just hold on. And we're going to get into a meeting in just a minute. So let's go ahead and we're going to open up Zoom. And you can see it says new meeting or join. So I'm just going to click on new meeting because then that's going to take me into another screen here. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to show you a couple things. You're not going to be able to see all of them because it's going to be me. So it's just me here on my meeting. And so you can kind of see, I'll kind of center it a little bit, but you can kind of see this is what it's going to be. You're going to see pictures. You're going to see, it's going to be just black. I don't have I think I have my video off, okay? And I have my mute off on there. So my video is off, but you can see you're going to have controls down here. So if you want to raise your hand, you're going to have controls down here, which you can click, okay? And you'll be able to see those, okay? When you're doing this, so you can go, it's mad at me. So you can go here, you could have more. Now I'm going to have a whole lot more because I have breakout rooms and so forth, but you can have your reactions. If I want you to share screen, it's going to be down here. Chat will be here. Now chat, we will not have private chat except to me, okay? So there won't be any chat between students on their own. If you wanted to do a virtual background, so mine doesn't really work very well on virtual backgrounds, but what you could do is you could go ahead and go to your settings, and you can go ahead and you can see this little video up here on when I started. And if you wanted to use a background from before, we'll kind of put that one up there. You can see this little J. This has me for my first name, Jamie. And you can go ahead and you can click on that, okay? And you can go to settings. And from settings, you can see that there's a virtual background, okay? So you can see that you're going to have a virtual background. You can't see it on your screen because I'm going to try to put it on there again, okay? But you can see on here, okay, that you're going, if you're on there, okay, I'm going to put it up right here, you should get a screen that kind of looks like this. And from there, you can go ahead and click on your virtual background. And that's when you can go ahead and change it. And you're going to see mine doesn't really have a video on it, which is fine. But there are some virtual backgrounds here. And I'm going to share some of these with you guys you can use. There's some here already, and then there's some that some of our teachers have created here at Clovis West, which you can use, and those are fine. If there's another one you want to use, please contact me, and I will look at it, send it to me, and then I will let you know if you can use it. Virtual backgrounds are perfectly fine. I do expect, though, that it shouldn't be covering up anything where you're not supposed to be. So make sure you're in a safe place while you're doing our Zooms, okay? And remember, it's just right when you start, before you say join, you can go ahead and set your virtual background. Okay, and then you have all the stuff on the bottom, which has your raise your hand. If I do a poll, it will pop up and you just answer it. Okay, so that's pretty important, is that you know how to work Zoom, you know how it works, and you know what's there. Okay, so if you ever have any questions, just let me know and I can always stop and go through it. Okay, all right, let's look at some classroom stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to shut down all my Zoom stuff for you, and I'm going to look at a couple things on Classroom. So Classroom, just a minute as I bring it up, you're going to see it very differently. I'm going to show you actually two classrooms of mine, since I also have one that I am kind of a student, so you can kind of see the student side of everything. Okay, and you will see how it's going to look as you're trying to turn in assignments, and the fact that I actually have made most assignments so it has your name already on it, so almost you don't have to worry about it. But let's go ahead and let's look at the Google Classroom here. So we're going to go ahead, hold on just 1 second. There we go, that's the one I want. Okay, so here is our Google Classroom. So here's all my classes. Okay, and you can see whichever one is yours. Okay, so you can see you're going to have a list, and you're probably going to have one for each of your classrooms. So let's go ahead and look into one of your classrooms here. Okay, and see how this is going to look as you get in there. Okay, so let's see, let's just use period 6 since it's up here. But when you get into your classroom, you're going to see something that looks like this. Okay, and you'll be on the stream, and you can see whenever I've posted a new assignment, it says right here, and you can just click right here and it'll take you right to that assignment. I have posted a few things where we're going to do a few activities in the next few days down here. And so these are websites. So anything that is just general knowledge, or if it's an assignment, you can see it there. Most of the time where you will be working is in classwork. So you can go ahead and see right here at the top is that digital agreement that I needed you to do last night. So hopefully you all have turned it in. And Zoom and class codes, and then we will go right into week 1 where we have our welcome slides that I'm doing for you right now, the syllabus signature sheet that will be due on Thursday, the notebook template, which we'll get into a little bit later, and some other things we're due in 1. Now I have organized all these, and you will see these all. If you can see, this is mine. So these are the only ones you guys see on your digital classroom, Google Classroom here, the ones in purple. All these other ones, yes, you guys have seen them now because they've come up. But if you ever see it and you're looking at my screen, you see it's kind of in this gray. It's because it hasn't posted yet. I've actually scheduled out through Unit 2 of all your assignments, and they will automatically all show up on Sunday morning. So if you ever are going to be out of town, and you know you are, you can go ahead and get on and get some stuff done. I post the whole week on Sunday. Okay, there also is an area for grades. Okay, you will be able to see your grade. I will be entering grades and downloading them from here. Okay, so let's look a little bit at something that you would actually see. So I'm going to enter one of mine that I actually am a student of. So this is something the teachers all did together. So you can see we're going to have classwork. I did some trainings here, and so you can see that I've turned some stuff in. Okay, so I can view my work, but if you look at, so let's just look at this. This is a pre-test that I actually did. Okay, and actually he deleted some of my stuff, but that's okay. So this is my So here's some of my assignments. So let's see, I turned it in. So if ever you wonder, oh shoot, did I turn it in? You can go back in, click, and it should say turned in. I think I can still, no, I can't. Now that I've turned them in, gosh darn it, now I can't unturn them. So, hold on, let me see. I don't want to copy the link. I actually want my assignment back. Right? He hasn't graded my assignment. Once you turn it in, you really can't grab it back most of the time. Unless I haven't graded it, and then it's put in, you can unsubmit it. But it looks like he has probably graded them. Not really sure. Okay. So let's look at, I might have another one in here. So let's look at this one. So here's my classwork. Okay. Here's one I haven't turned in. It's nice and dark gray. I haven't turned it in. It's assigned to me. I'm supposed to finish it. Okay. So, and this is a Google form. So whenever you have an assignment, a lot of times you can say view assignment. It'll bring it up. Now, if I've given you something that has your name on it, I've made you a separate copy. It will actually be up here. So you never have to do add or create. You just click that. It has your name already on it. You fill it out. And then what you can do is there is a turn in button up here when you get to your assignment. So let me see if I can do this. So you can, if there's not, you can always create a Google Doc or whatever you need. You can just go ahead, and now you see it has my name on it. Says it's a Google Doc, so I will go ahead and click it. I have usually on all your assignments already done that for you. Now, this is where then I can type stuff in. Now, unfortunately, she did not make me a copy, so I don't have the turn in button, but on all the assignments, you will just fill it in. I'll show you an example assignment I have for you. There we go, got it. So you would just finish your assignment however you need. Hello, how are you? Right? Then you would go ahead and click that turn in button. And it's going to ask you, do you want to turn it in? So I can always do this. I can turn it in. Okay? And it'll say, do you sure you want to turn it in? And you say turn in. Now, if you, oh my gosh, I just totally messed up. Did not mean to do that. You can always unsubmit it if I haven't graded it yet. Okay, so you can unsubmit it and it'll come, I will go ahead and come back to you. Okay, and then it'll show a sign and it'll come back. So those are the few things of turning them in. Okay, we're also going to look at, okay, how to attach a file. So I just showed you if you wanted to attach a file to assignment, you could make one like this. How to turn in a file, where to see the grades. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's look at where the heck would I see my grades, Mrs. V. So once it's turned in, there will be, and this one isn't graded, sorry, and I don't think he graded mine, but you will be able to, when you get into your assignment, you can click this. It'll take you to your assignment that you did it, and there should be a grade on there, and you can see it, okay? And you will be able to see any private comments. Is where I would put them. I would not put them on the main comment. So if there's any comments about it, why I gave you that grade, you would see right here in the assignment, and you would be able to see your grade in here as well if you clicked into the assignment, okay? Okay, and that is also, that's the feedback. Now, the last thing is how to create a hyperlink in a slide. That's going to be extremely important because we are going to do a ton of hyperlinks as we get into doing our digital notebook. So I'm going to go ahead. I am going to open up our digital notebook. Give me 1 second. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And here we we go. Got it. It is a Google slide. It has most of them. I don't, at this time, you know, if I didn't get all the units done, I might not. And that's fine. I will actually give you units out of the whole thing where you can copy and paste everything on. Okay. So this is our digital notebook. And this is our first page. You'll be finishing that in a little bit. But I just wanted to go over quick how to make a hyperlink. So I'm going to go on our table of contents. And let's say if I wanted to click. Okay. Let's say I wanted to have page 6. Okay. But I wanted to make it hyperlink to go to slide 6 or go to another document. So I would go ahead and I would say, hold on, I had to find it again. Okay, but you're going to insert a hyperlink. Okay, and that hyperlink is what's going to give you the ability. Here, let me type it in first. Oops. Team jobs. Okay, I'm going to highlight that. Oops. And you can always make this bigger. I have it very small, but I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. I'm going to zoom in to 100, and I can use my finger to go ahead and do that. Then I can go ahead and, of course, forget. And you're going to make a hyperlink. There we go. It's down there. Just didn't see it. So there it is. Make a link. Okay. And the text that I've highlighted, team job. And you can do slides in this presentation. You can do, insert link. So if you wanted to do it to a slide in this presentation, you could click this. And it's going to do whatever slide you want. So I would say it's going to be slide 6. Okay, and apply. Now you can see that that hyperlink has been made, and we're going to do this inside your notebook the whole time. And then you just hover over it, click it, click slide 6, and there you go. We are now on slide 6. So that's a quick way to do our table of contents. Okay, you can also, let's say it's a worksheet and you finished it. The way you're going to have to do it is you will have to open. So I'm going to open my drive here. I'm going to get into, let's look at one of your worksheets. Okay, so we'll get that open. And we will look at, and everything is in Google Docs so that you guys can go ahead and just type directly onto these. So this is one of our first ones. So this is the scientific method worksheet you'll be working on next week. And you can see, you can just go ahead and click inside these and you can type whatever you want. So you don't have to use pens, papers, whatever you need to. Now, once you finish this, once it is done, then what you're going to do is you're going to take, this is what, you will leave this open. You will go to your thing and you can say worksheet, right? Now you're going to make your hyperlink. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to do this, highlight it, insert a link, okay? And instead of going slides presentation, what you're going to do is you're going to copy this, highlight this, copy it, and paste it in here. This now links to that worksheet. So let's see if we will get this to work. So we're going to click that in a Google Doc and it says scientific method. You can see you are the owner. Now, the most important thing when you guys are doing this, so it goes right back to that scientific method worksheet. The most important thing when you guys are doing this, and it says on everyone, is this share button. So once you've linked it, make sure that when you've done this, you press that share button. And you need to share with Mrs. V. So it's already shared with me, so it's fine. And you're going to put this email in, Clovis. So once you put it in a couple of times, it'll just leave it there. Okay, so you can put it as you're going to share it. But let's say I was going to share it to one of my other teachers. So there's him, Eric. I share a lot of things with Mr. Herzog. But the most important thing you're going to set this to is do not leave this at editor. I want you guys to put this on commenter. And that's so that I don't mess up your pages. Okay. So you want to make sure it's on commenter and not on editor and not on view. I would like to comment. So if there's anything I need to comment on, I can. So that's how you kind of do a hyperlink. If you're still not sure, you can also if it's you can also put a link. This is a copy link here that you can put onto the sheet. But the easiest way is that hyperlink. You just add it. Okay. So that's how you would get to your worksheets, to your labs, whatever work I've asked you to do. I'm going to go ahead and delete this so it's not on your guys' templates. Okay. And that's how you would get those done. And believe me, as you guys do it, it'll get easier. It'll get faster. Like I said, you can have this at 50. You can have this at 100. You can have this. And you can see everything I have is very typable, very easy, and very able for you guys to user friendly. Like this will be the first one we'll do later today. Okay, that you guys will do and then actually share it to me, and you're going to share your whole notebook with me. It'll be easy. And if we need to add pages, I will send those to you, and then you guys would copy and paste them. Okay, that would be the easiest way for me to do that for you guys. Okay, if there's anything you guys are not understanding, please, please, please let me know, and I will help you guys out. Okay, and we will get you done. All right. Today, what are we going to do? Well, you're going to have some team assignments. I kind of assigned you in teams. We're going to go into breakout rooms, and you guys are going to do a little icebreaker. Okay, and I know if you're watching this video, you probably aren't in class. You do not actually have to do this icebreaker. This is just something fun that they were able to do. Okay, so this was our icebreaker. You'll see how it works, but we roll the dice and get to know each other in our breakout rooms. Okay, this is really important if you were absent on this day 2, is that I want you to complete that template. And you can access it from Google Classroom. This first template here, I want you guys to fill out this first page and then follow directions. I want you guys to go ahead and share it to me. Okay. And you can actually I probably have it in there that you guys go ahead and submit this to me in the Google Classroom. I don't care which way you do it because I will send it back to you. But so that I can see it. Okay. All right, so make sure you do that today. That is your assignment for today, is to finish that first page of your notebook template, okay? And get that into me. Please, please remember the syllabus signature sheet is due next class period. I really do need that, okay? So that is day 2, and I hope that helps. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. If you don't understand how I'm saying it, I can send you other videos, or I can do a training with you one-on-one. Have a great day.